Welcome in. We got another episode for you for the Critics Collective, the 1, 2, 3 count. I'm here with Manny, and Manny is not that super of a fan. What is the idea with your name? Because people ask me, and I don't know what to say, so I don't even like, yeah, I'm not the super fan. I was like, but isn't he a super fan?
So when I was doing my YouTube review, I forgot I had a different name for my channel, but every movie I used to review, I was just giving shit. I was shitting on them, and I remember I did a review for the Tupac movie, and that was like probably my highest review.
I mean, I kill it, but don't push me.
And
Tupac
somebody was
that.
like, "Oh, you're not a super fan," so I just changed my name to that.
Okay. All right. Well, see, I'm here with not the super fan Manny, and I'm the Dad Panther writer, streamer, content creator, master of none. And today we're talking a few topics. One, we'll talk about All Elite and HBO and the possibilities that could be. We'll talk probably about villains. Are villains still real? Heels and faces? Can we tell the difference in today's wrestling? And is there a wrestler that maybe we think could use some more airtime, could use seeing their talents just a little bit more?
So might as well just start with the first subject, HBO All Elite. So it was announced that they're gonna do a one-time pay-per-view shift type of situation payment.
That's what it looks like. There's a new agreement that was put in recently. It's supposed to go in effect near the 20th of September. Wink, wink, which is the same time as All Elite does their All In, their big wrestling event in Toronto. If I'm saying it correctly, it's in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And that's the same day as WWE's WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis. So it's going to be interesting. But I guess what they've been doing is testing the software, testing how they're going to approach doing pay-per-views. Because right now with All Elite, the only way you can see an All Elite pay-per-view, I believe, is Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and well, it's this week, right? You could pre-order too.
Well, you can pre-order. It's just HBO. I don't think HBO in the last 10 years has done a live
event.
Yeah, a live event to that nature. Like, yeah, you'll see boxing and stuff like that back in the day, but for them to be in that idea for wrestling to say, hey, look, hit this button, do XYZ, opens the possibilities for not just wrestling, but it could be other events that are going on, like super Harry Potter type of event, and you click it, buy it once, and it's gone. You never see it again.
Yeah, here I thought, I just paid my subscription. The HBO's like $9 to $15 or $20 now for the best one. So we had that. Then you got to pay how many times they have pay per view a month. It's ridiculous. Where I thought I just pay one fat fee every month. So now
I don't know.
I don't know if that's gonna help with the pay per view or if anybody's gonna be a big fan enough, a super fan enough to be constantly paying for these pay per view, because I know these prices are not gonna stay at where they're at, because right now they have the prices at $39.99 to $49.99. So I'm pretty sure these prices will change. And they did just shut down the biggest illegal streaming site. So,
well, I think it was called Stream East. So here's the thing: everybody kept fucking mentioning that, and when I did the news about what was going on, I didn't want to mention it. I didn't mention any of that stuff. I'm not Stephanie McMahon. I don't have money that deep to be like, I'm gonna just mention shit and get shut down. So I didn't mention it. But from what I've heard in the past, they have multiple servers, much like that one pirate situation. They have multiple, so they just shut it down because they're in different countries. So they already have 2 or 3 other companies, and the reason why they're doing this is the average price to watch all NFL games right now is about $1,000. That's crazy. The Red Zone, which has normally been ad free, this year will have commercials. So they're just consumers are being they're frustrated, and they're working to find some other stuff.
With that, you don't think with AEW doing their pay-per-view on HBO Max, then WWE shifting over to ESPN. Don't you think it's going to shift more people to those sites? I think so.
I think it does to a certain extent, but I think they'll rein them in. Not everybody's out there living on the edge. You know, they're going to be like, all right, fine, here's my money. And they're just going to go through it.
The prices are not going to stay the same. That's my issue. You might have 39, that 39.99 might go up the following year to 49.99, and the 49.99 goes up to 59.99 then constantly. Because right now I got a text the other day that my Peacock is going up.
Yes, it is.
And Hulu and Apple is going up from what I was paying, I believe $4 to now $13 a night, $13.99. Ridiculous.
It is, but the thing that I think that's interesting is I don't know how to say this. The WWE is everywhere, and it's not like WWE. TKO has their hand in everything in every channel, and so they're. I can't even say words because I don't want to allegedly, but the term when some place is every place, and they are every place, and so it's going to get interesting for a lot of companies to do business, whether wrestling or just sports in general. So that's just what it is. Yeah.
But moving on to the next subject, which is I believe wrestlers who are not getting enough screen time. I wanted to bring this young lady up here. Michi.
Yeah, I think that was my vote. I want to see more of her. I know every now and then you'll see her, like, I feel like putting somebody over, really good matches, but I believe she's very talented. I've seen her in the indie scene. I've heard a lot of her backstory in some other forms of media, but I think it'd be really cool to see her cut promos, be in the conversation for the championship belts. Because I believe she's put in that work. She is talented, and she does have. I think the thing about it is, what is her gimmick? And I don't think a lot of people get a chance to know it more than the hair, because she's just not on enough, so you don't get a chance to connect with her and know kind of what she's about.
Yeah, because I've seen, like, I thought she was gonna be a tag team champion with B-Fab at one point, but that didn't happen. I really wanted her to be the inaugural Intercontinental Women Champion, but they gave it to Lyra, which I'm still not buying into. Yes, her entrance is okay, but I was rooting for Ching to be the inaugural champion for that. But I haven't seen much of her. But hopefully, I would want her to win a belt at least before AJ Styles retires, because they weren't that crew together. I don't even think she has won a singles belt or anything on her own, has she?
I don't know.
So she's well deserved. Even like you said, she puts a lot of new wrestler over too in her matches.
Anytime you want to make sure somebody is coming up in the business right, you want to make sure they're safe. You want to put a good match out. I believe you go ahead and you give her a call, and I think we should be giving her a call sooner than later.
Yeah. But the other one I would say that I haven't seen much of is this guy right here, Rich Allen. He's been out for a while. I know there was a whole, incident with Big E. Then he went back to NXT after the whole fallout with the crew. He had fight night with Sheamus and what's the other guy? He doesn't like being called the weird looking dude.
Weird, like that's what you wanna. That's the adjective we want to use. But we won't have him on the show.
But he's been, like, as far as his gimmick goes, the way he's been working on NXT, I think he's doing great. I think he should go back to the main roster with that gimmick, and he should get more screen time. I would think they would have put at least the NXT title on him for a while, but they haven't, and he's been on the back burner. Even when he beat the Chase U guy and broke them up, Chase U Academy, they didn't do nothing. They didn't do after that. They didn't do much with him. Okay. So I would think they would do more with him because his gimmick was working well, and he just dropped out the picture. So I'm hoping when he comes back, he's supposed to be coming back soon, but I'm hoping when he comes back, they put more effort into like pushing him because I think he really worked. Yeah, accident happened in the ring, but we'll see what happens.
And that doesn't scare you?
What?
I'm not necessarily you, but like let's say you're in the back. Like I don't know if that's a thing in the locker room where it's like, hey, look, is the person safe to work with, or is it maybe a gimmick thing? Maybe he's got other stuff going on and he's moving on from wrestling or something. I don't know necessarily, but there's got to be a reason. Like I'll give you an example. Let's say it was Brock, right? Mm-hmm. Brock did it. Does this stop Brock from showing up at WrestlePalooza against John Cena, rumored? Because again, Brock allegedly has some other stuff going on and he still popped up at SummerSlam. So I think it's one of those, where are you at on the totem pole of what's going on?
So, I don't, he's been putting in the work in NXT. Again, accident happened. I don't know if, like you said, we don't know if he's a unsafe wrestler or not. Mm-hmm. But ever since the Big E accident, there was nothing that was said prior or after that he was unsafe. So,
no, like I said before, I don't know the business. I'm not a wrestler. I'm not saying someone's safe or not safe, or how many times an incidents happen with that individual in general. But there's got to be something, because I feel like, think about like when Draws got hurt, D'Lo Brown. D'Lo was still wrestling right after. Like there's certain situations where it's like, it's unfortunate, but it happens in the business. And so I'm like, I don't know why this individual's not wrestling anymore. Maybe somebody in the comments knows, maybe contract or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. Who knows? All right. Well, then if we're going to go back and forth, then this is who I'm going to go ahead and say, let's bring Mickie James back. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? We're bringing legends. We're bringing legends back. Kelly just signed a Legends contract. Kelly just signed a legend contract, and I don't mean it like, oh, like it's a low bar. I mean, you're seeing Bella, you're seeing Trish come back, you're seeing ham sandwich. They're talking about AJ. Come on now,
bring her back as what though?
I mean, she could do a lot of things. Well, I don't mean bring her back like background, because the conversation is bringing people to the foreground that have not been seen in a while, or just not. And I feel like the expertise that she has, I don't mean necessarily wrestling. I don't know if she still can go in the ring. I'm saying she is a resource that I would love to see being used, whether as a manager, whether as a GM on one of the shows. I felt like I've always enjoyed her ability to entertain, is what I'll say.
Okay. All right.
Who else you got?
Next topic is villains.
Villains.
Or villains still villains almost. So recently, NXT, I want to talk about these guys first. Where you had these guys, they went back to NXT and attacked Trick William. So Tomatoes, Ciampa, I'm not even gonna try.
Spicy
I'm
meatball.
just gonna say DIY. So I thought they were like this. They were doing this villain thing. They came up. When they came back, at first, Tomas was a villain. Then they teamed up. Then they were face. Then they became villain again. And now I don't know if they're back to face because Trick is heel. So it's like it seems like that door is constantly rotating in the WWE when it comes to villains and and heroes. So I don't know what's going on. There's no traditional villain where they're villain through and through.
Well, think of it this way. When's the last time you saw a villain, right, on wrestling that made you feel the same way you did when you were younger?
Like I would
We
say the
talked about this
last time
before.
was this guy.
What, 09?
Yeah.
When it was bald head, when he was like rolling
Where
his
we was
eyes in his
punting,
head. He's like,
actually punting mother.
I hear voices in my head.
Remember that one of the
Yo, he was
most
losing his shit. Randy
still like
09 with no hair. Woo, you better watch. He
crazy
was
scene
thin
when
too.
he had Triple H handcuffed to the ring and Stephanie was late.
Yeah, he didn't go. He was laying him up, and then he would lay him up out and just be like, "Damn it, why I do that?" Like when he dropped Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh
punting
man.
old ladies. He didn't care. No, everybody's getting punt.
Everybody was getting it. Everybody was getting
So
it. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Put Randy Orton in the Hall of Fame, and then put 09 in the Hall of Fame, and let him be inducted by himself. That's how I think that's the best way to do 09 one. But yeah, you were younger. But it's harder to, what I'm saying, for some of these gimmicks, man, it's harder to pull this off. And then we're such an edgier world that the villains, the traditional villains, we cheer for them now. We cheer for the Dom. We cheer for Dom, who's basically cheated on 3 women. And we're like, more Dom. Dom. Chicken nuggets. Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, even
he can't fight his own battles. Think about it. He's on his 3rd woman now, and ain't nobody bat an eye about it.
Even with Bronson Reed, when he's doing the tsunami, people are like, "One more time, one more."
So that's what I mean. I'm like, we're just like, can you blame Shawn Michaels and Triple H? Can you blame the writers and everybody who's trying to put this shit together? Because they're trying to do what's the norm. Bad guy versus good guy. Sometimes it's good guy and good guy. Sometimes it's bad guy and bad guy. But it's always bad guy and good guy. And then as soon as they go out there, they're like, wait, is the crowd saying yeet? Are they asking for him to run it back? Yeet? Oh shit. This shit caught on fire. Wait, are they saying yeet?
Like these guys?
Yeah, but you don't have that anymore. It's Umaga was different, man. That Spike, and he would be in the ring just, he was a fucking animal. A lot of people don't talk about it. I'm curious to see if John Cena, it'd be so cool if John Cena does the Samoan Spike before his last match, because Umaga gave him some really good matches, because it was hard to find at certain points a bad guy to line up with Cena, and Umaga did a great job. And now that I'm thinking about it, when we had talked about all those moves that were done, signature moves, end of day, stuff like that, during the Logan Paul John Cena match, that was John Cena's way to give nod, because he knows he can't go up against all the wrestlers that made him look good, that he enjoyed working with. So that's what I guess maybe he just popped that in his head. But you'll see him do that for the remainder of his world tour, where he's going to do other people's moves as a way to tell people, hey, that person, I appreciate it.
But again, we don't have these villains no more. Like Bray Wyatt, he's still staying with that same gimmick, that snark attitude, So, but like you said, the people love these, but there's some villains that people don't like that much. So
who?
Solo.
No, but they like him now.
Yeah,
they like booing him.
Yeah,
like he does his little face. Am I a clown? Do I amuse you? Yes, Solo, you amuse me. You're not the tribal chief. You amuse us. Keep tap dancing. Keep doing your little dance. Do your face. You know, 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.
But we haven't had that one, I guess, villain do something so atrocious to the face that it just ends the show like. And I think that's why WWE keep ending their shows like that. But they need somebody to do something so fucked up that everybody's like, "Oh shit!"
Well,
that
remember
guy's
when John Cena was like, "Fuck that kid"? That was
yeah,
pretty wild.
yeah.
That was pretty wild. I looked at my daughter. I said, "I could never do that to mine. I could never." That's wild. I don't know. But I just think we're in a different time where you can be a bad guy. You can come out, "Hey, I'm a bad guy," and the person be like, "Okay, but why?" Because I'm mad. Because of what? Because mortgage costs too much. And you're like, shit, I ain't lying. Mortgage does cost too much. Rent is too damn high. You know what? He's a bad guy I can get behind.
So even with Randy, when he's teasing that punt, people get on their feet and start clapping. I get excited because I'm thinking he's gonna punt somebody. But,
so it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, but when I used to see Kane, I was like, that's a bad guy. Like when I saw Shawn Michaels and DX, I was like, they're bad. They're bad. Sean's doing this thing that looks like he's doing something with a male organ, and then he's just telling a woman to throw the tops up. Like I knew, even young, I knew like that was bad. Like badass Billy Gunn showing his ass. I'm an ass man. You're like, oh, we just said a bad word. I don't know. And now you fast forward, it's like
the investors. We got to think about the investors.
it has nothing to do with that. I just think we're fucked as a society. That you would have to have somebody. Think about it. You would have to bring Moxie back. He would be your bad guy because he doesn't play nice. He's too aggressive. He's sticking chopsticks in his forehead. You're like, no, he's a heel. Think about it. You had Roman. Roman was your last big heel for the most part. The Rock. People still fucking cheered. They still fucking cheered. John Cena, they still cheered. We're broken. We're a broken society.
I think we need somebody like Stone Cold.
Say his name, and
It's probably not gonna happen, man.
It's not gonna happen with Stone Cold.
Huh?
Stone Cold's not. You know what? Bring Bret Hart back. Let him come out with all his opinions. Let Bret Hart come out and just trash wrestling. That's the last bad guy you have. And you know what? Once you hear him talk, you be like, he ain't that bad. He ain't that bad. So we'll try to let us know in the comments a villain where you're like, this guy's bad. I don't like this guy. Matter of fact, I would have to think about All Elite. MJF is an actual heel on social media. He's a fucking heel when he goes out to events and conventions. Fuck these kids. It doesn't matter if he's a face or a heel. He still plays a fucking heel and he doesn't care. He tried to join the Hurt Business.
I know.
And he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. Other people be like, yo, that's crazy. It's an all black clique. And you just sit there coming in there, but you're expensive. And he would go in there like, I'm one of you guys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it's just, so yeah, if I can think of my head, him and 9 Belt Monet, those are your heels. Those are traditional heels right now where you just don't like them. Why don't you like? Because she has 9 belts. You know why? Because she's a woman with 9 belts. Because there was a bunch of other dudes that had fucking 9 belts. Nobody said shit then. Kenny motherfucking Omega, he was a belt collector. Nobody said shit. But let Monet get it. Now we having a problem.
Okay, she's carrying that heel real well.
Mm-hmm. I'll carry her heels.
I guess that's it for the show.
Well, hold on, wait. I got one more. And on that note, people, if we don't get shut down now, I don't know what will. I had one more person that I felt like I wanted to give them. I wanted more something.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
do you remember who this is?
What's her name?
Melina.
Yeah.
Melina, man, she was a good wrestler. Beautiful, but good wrestler. Random story, and I don't think this is going to go out anywhere. She's probably my top 25 female wrestlers of all time. Her, Victoria, there's certain people that she should come back and get her due. She should come back and get her flowers and everything like that. I found out recently, maybe 10 years ago, that a good friend of mine, I work with this friend, I went to school with this friend, did not know that this friend, they're like cousins. Didn't know whatsoever. I think like married in a family, something like that. And one day she happened to mention, she was like, she had said her government. I was like, wait, you talking about who? You're not talking about. And she's like, yeah. And she showed me all these pictures. I'm like, you know her? And you didn't tell me that I could have come to the cooking? Oh, damn. So, yeah, I would love to see more of her. Again, if we get these legends that come back on these legend contract, she's a legend. Bring her back. That's all I'm saying.
You brought her up and I looked her up. So I see the statement on the WWE website. Melina's statement.
What's her statement?
It's probably an old thing. I don't know. But
Yeah, but let me know if it's something bad.
Something about Batista, sexual harassment. Huh. I don't know if it's old or new.
Even if it is old, respectfully, even if it's still old, you can't. Nothing like that could ever be old.
Well, it just.
Yeah, bring her back. Bring her back. I don't know what's being said. I mean, I haven't seen reports allegedly. I don't know. I'm just saying bring her back. And you got to get that fixed. Y'all got to have a conversation about that before you bring her back. And again, didn't Brock Lesnar show up?
Yeah.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Who's the other one? Allegedly. What's to do with the Prince gimmick? Oh my gosh, his name just escapes me, and he could have been big.
Velvet Dream.
Yeah, Velvet Dream. Yeah, Velveteen Dream. Allegedly. My name is Enzo.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly. So, I don't know. That's the thing about the fans. Like, we don't know. We don't get a chance to see the legal stuff and hear the interviews and all of this stuff. So,
speaking of Hill, Naomi just posted.
What she post
about AJ Lee?
What my queen post? What she say?
If she returns while I'm out, y'all will witness a crash out of the century on this app.
Oh, that'd be probably one of those matches that people want to see. I'm sure they want to see that match. There's a few people that they want to see go against AJ. Like Liv, Bliss, Roxanne, Bailey. Yeah. There's a few people. Like I said, this AJ Lee, this is pretty big.
I even think Rhea Ripley kind of hinted the return too. So
again, I don't.
Nikki Bella.
They're gonna mess it up. You know why they're gonna mess it up?
Did she do a pipe bomb with
everybody happy?
A pipe bomb before she left. I remember she did a pipe bomb also. Like,
I don't know. I only know one pipe bomb. I don't know anybody else's.
It was kind of like the Divas type.
No, I'm sorry.
And Nikki Bella was crashing out during that segment.
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. I think most people don't either.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
But that's it over here.
Yep, that's it. That's all I got. Listen, hit the subscribe button, like, follow for more. Appreciate you rocking with us as long as you have. Again, if you see any descriptions and have links in them, Go ahead, check them out. See if there's something that grabs your attention, whether WWE shop or anything else going on. You know, we get a nice little kickback for it. We really appreciate that. If there's any topics that are going on in wrestling, regardless of promotion, let us know. If you want to join the show, you want to join the panel, you want to come up, get on the phone, let us know. Reach out to us on social media inside the comments. And, you know, that's it. You know, we'll go on and do what we've been doing. You could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. Until next time. Why'd you blink so slow? Are you sleepy?
No.
I thought you had to pass out. You like
no.
About to Undertaker, like rest in peace.
Shit, I'ma get into it first.